natin yung problem regarding this intercooler. So with the use of intercooler, so main function niya is before pumasok yung ating refrigerant, before mag-undergo ng second stage compression, pinapababa niya yung temperature to increase COP. So for our next naman, these are again as a review muna. Our topic for multi-stage compression refrigeration system is consists of three main topics: the multi-pressure, the multi-evaporator, and the cascade. And then yung isa pang topic natin before final exam is the air cycle refrigeration system. Okay, so itutuloy muna natin yung ating discussion for multi-pressure system. So here is another application of a multi-pressure system. So these are commonly applied in dairy factory where one evaporator operates at about -35 degrees Celsius to harden the ice cream, while the other evaporator operates at 2 degrees Celsius to cool the milk. So if, for example, your design project also requires 2 or more required temperature depending on the product that you're going to refrigerate, so you have to use multi-pressure system, or the multi-stage refrigeration system. So in this application, nagkaroon tayo ng dalawang pressure, or magiging tatlo na pressure na tayo. So kailangan pa din i-add syempre yung pressure for the condensing pressure. Tapos ito is dalawang pressure for saturation pressure at -35 and saturation pressure at 2 degrees. Okay, so kaya siya tinawag na multi-pressure system. So another important application may be in process industry where 3 or more stage compressor are prepared with intercooling or removal of flash gas. So in this multi-stage refrigeration system, you will be able to determine different types of multi-stage refrigeration system with the use of flash tank and intercooler. Okay, so from the previous problem that we have solved last week, so that sample problem is an example of a refrigeration system with intercooler. Okay, so yung solve naman natin for today will be an example of a refrigeration system with flash gas or flash gas removal or with flash tank. So removal of flash gas results saving in power requirement as compared to standard vapor compression system since the COP increases. So paano natin masasabi that there is an increase in COP if meron tayong flash tank for flash gas removal? So this is an example system diagram of a refrigeration system with the use of flash tank for flash gas removal. So flash tank can also be used as an intercooler. So depende siya sa system diagram, or depende siya sa model na ibinibigay. So in this case, this flash tank, ito yon. So this one is used as a flash gas removal. So paano nagwo-work ang isang flash tank or for flash gas removal? So yung nasa bottom nito, is the liquid, the refrigerant, and then yung nasa top part niya is vapor. So meaning, yung pumupunta sa state point 6 is vapor refrigerant, yun yung flash gas na na-remove, and then yung liquid will now go through our expansion valve. Okay, so ibig sabihin, liquid naman siya dito. So in a normal scenario, yung ating standard vapor compression cycle, sa pagkalabas ng condenser, we have saturated liquid and then dire-diretso na lang siya pababa. Hanggang dito sa red na to. Okay, in a standard vapor compression cycle. But with the use of flash tank, or for flash gas removal, nasa-separate natin yung liquid sa vapor. So in this case, yung liquid refrigerant, ito yung state point 3, which lies on the saturated liquid line. And then yung vapor naman is andito sa state point 6, which is the saturated vapor line. So nasa-separate yung liquid sa vapor. So that is the main function of the flash gas removal or yung flash tank kapag may flash tank. So instead of nandito lang yung end ng expansion process natin, andito na siya sa state point 4. So as you can see, there is an increase with the value, on the value of the refrigerating effect or QA. Mas humaba or mas lumawak siya. Ano, kung mapapansin nyo, mas maliit yung change of enthalpy. Ano, so since nagpunta na siya dun sa state point 4 because of flash tank, for flash gas removal, there is an increase in refrigerating effect which causes the COP to increase or the coefficient of performance to increase. Because if there is an increase in RE or yung QA overwork natin is the COP, so pag tumaas ang QA, tataas ang work. I mean, pag tumaas ang QA, tataas ang COP. Pag bumaba ang work, tataas ang COP. Okay? Okay. Pataas naman ako ng kamay kung naintindihan at kung nandito kayo. Okay. So, bale, online class naman pala tayo nga pala nung last week. So, if ever naman hindi pa din naka-attend last week for the online class, edi make sure lang na naabutan or na-solve yung problem natin last week. Okay? So, this is a separate or another example for a multi-pressure with the use of a flash tank or flash gas removal. So, our main component for a refrigeration system is yung four main components natin, which is the evaporator, compressor, condenser, and the expansion valve. So, as long as you're familiar on the property of the refrigerant going in and out of this component, then hindi kayo mahihirapan maggawa ng pH diagram. So, additional component natin is the flash tank. So, ibig sabihin, yung liquid, yung vapor na lalabas at the upper part of the flash tank is saturated vapor. At ito namang refrigerant na lalabas, the lower part ay liquid. Kaya, kayang-kaya nyo siya i-plot dapat dun sa ating pH diagram at di kayo malilito ng numbering. So, again, yung baba niya is liquid, yung taas, yun yung mariremove, yun yung ating saturated vapor. So, suppose on the above model with flash tank, so removed flash gas will be throttled to lower the pressure necessary to mix the low pressure vapor from the evaporator at the compressor suction port. So this is that model. So bale in here yung meron tayong junction. So yung junction na yon, ang result niya is state point 7. So the remaining liquid enter the expansion valve. Ito yon, state point 3. A saturated liquid at the flash tank pressure allowing enthalpy difference at 4 and 5. Okay? So take note, hindi 7, 5. Kasi you have to always remember that the property of the refrigerant that is leaving the evaporator is saturated vapor. So for you to compute for the refrigerating effect or for the heat added, so you need to use the enthalpy of the saturated vapor at evaporating temperature. So as you can see, again, there is an increase in the refrigerating effect. So from that, we can see that there is an increase in the COP. Okay, so we have here sample problem with that model. Can you please read this, Carl?
Example 2.2. From the model, condensing temperature of ammonia refrigerant is 35 Celsius and the evaporating temperature is 0 Celsius. Let the throttle valve maintain the flash tank pressure at 760 kPa and determine the following. Enthalpy at all sections of the following kJ per kg. Mass flow rate of refrigerant vapor leaving the flash tank kg per second at 100 ton of refrigeration capacity. Work of compression at compression index n is equals to 1.3, the cup of the system.
Okay, so we have 35 refrigerant natin na gagamitin is ammonia. We have condensing temperature of 35 degrees Celsius, evaporating temperature of 0 degrees Celsius. So Let the throttle valve maintain the flush tank pressure at 760 kPa and determine the following. So we are asked to find the different enthalpy of the system at all sections of the system. So mass flow rate of refrigerant vapor leaving the flush tank in kilogram per second at 100 ton of refrigeration capacity. So so yung mass labeling natin hindi siya kasama sa system diagram. So kayo yung mag-label nito. So para hindi kayo malilito, let M1 as the vapor going out of the flush tank and M2 as the mass going out, mass of the liquid refrigerant going out of the system. And di syempre, yung pinagsama niya, siya na yung total na M1 plus M2. So let's check. So M2 to. Ibig sabihin, pag nag-combine dito, M1 plus M2, magiging M1 plus M2, which is yun yung papasok sa condenser at yun din yung papasok sa flush tank natin. So yun, para hindi na lang kayo malilito, so you have to let M1 as the mass of refrigerant vapor going out or leaving the flush tank, and the mass of liquid leaving the flush tank, we let that as M2. Okay? So, sa tinatanong sa letter B, ano yung hinihingi doon? Is it M1 or M2? Okay. You can use this in call messages para sumagot. M1, according kay Kirk, and that is correct. So that is the mass flow rate of refrigerant vapor leaving the flush tank, and that is correct. That is M1. And then for letter C, we are asked to get the work of compression at compression index N is equal to 1.3. So ito yung sinasabi natin that if there is value of N given, then the work the work in the cycle is in actual process. If there is no N given or compression index hindi siya given, so we have to assume that this is working in an isentropic process. But since meron tayong N, so this is an actual process. And then you're going to use the work of compression for polytropic process for solving work. Okay, and then the last one is the COP of the system. So this will also be your problem set number 1, and then the remaining 3 problems here in our lecture will be problem set number 2, 3, and 4. So bale, dun sa inyong problem set, ang gagamitin nyo is 30 degrees Celsius instead of 35. Malinaw ba? So typo lang din to dito, pero isa-solve na din natin. So bale kasi yung mga sagot nito is aligned doon sa 35 na. But to just para makita natin that there is really an increase in COP, mali yung value na to, dapat 30 siya. Okay, kaya doon sa inyong design project, malaki din yung impact syempre ng pagpili or pag-design ng condensing temperature kasi it really changes the value of the COP. So dito natin din makikita siya sa example 2.2-2, which will be your problem set number 1. Papalitan nyo lang itong condensing pressure ng 30 degrees. Okay, but for now, we'll be computing this as 35 degrees Celsius. Okay? Malinaw ba? Okay, so kasi pag 35 degrees Celsius yung ginamit natin dito, hindi tayo magkakaroon, hindi natin makikita yung increase ng COP. Pero pag 30, doon natin makikita that there is really an increase in COP. Kaya again, doon sa inyong design project, malaki yung factor ng pagpili or pag-design ng condensing temperature. Is that clear? Malinaw ba? Ayun. So again, for now, ang gamitin muna natin is 35. And then dun sa inyong problem set, gagamitin nyo is 30 para makita ninyo, or para ma-compute ninyo that there is really an increase in COP. compared to the standard cycle. So again, for now, hindi natin siya makukuha kasi itong problem na to, naka-design siya for 30 degrees Celsius. So meron ditong mga maling value kasi dapat 32 para tumama siya. Pero i-compute na din natin again gamit yung totoong value niya. So bale, dun sa 30 degrees Celsius, tatama yung nandoon sa lecture mismo. Ito kasi marami na akong binago dito. So align na to sa 35. Pero kung pag na-compute natin, there is no increase in COP compared to the standard cycle. Sa 30 degrees Celsius siya meron. Kaya, yun. Again, malaki yung factor ng pagpili ng condensing temperature sa design. So, kung gusto nyong makita yung tamang value sa 30 degrees Celsius, ando dun siya sa lecture ninyo. So papalitan nyo lang yung ibang value sa 35. Ang mababago lang doon naman ay H1, M1, and so on. Okay? Tapos ang makukuhang value is aligned ando dun sa lecture mismo. Okay? But again, i-recompute nyo na lang to later, kasama nung tatlo pa na problem set for this lecture. So, since you are asked to first get all the enthalpy at all section, will be giving you time to get the enthalpy at all section. So, meron ditong hindi pa agad makukuha yung enthalpy kasi walang ibang property na pwede siyang kuhanin. So kung hindi makuha, edi iwan muna kasi pwede siyang mag-solve through energy balance. So in this case, anong makukuha natin na enthalpy agad-agad? So from the values, makukuha natin H1 which is equal to H2. Then 3, makukuha din natin because of the 760 to H4 which is equal to H4. H5, which is yung pagkalabas ng evaporator natin. And then ito naman H6, makukuha din siya because that is the saturated vapor at 760 kPa. So ang hindi mo natin makukuha is 8.7 and 8. So ganun din if you're going to analyze a different problem. So kung halimbawa, superheated siya, tapos isang property lang yung makukuha nyo doon, tingnan nyo na lang yung next na step, energy balance, yung kasunod nun, kung hindi makukuha yung value. Okay? But for now, I'll give you 10 minutes to get the values of state point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So ito naman is 4 na enthalpy lamang. Okay? So pataas naman ako ng kamay kung clear ang instruction. Okay, so kunin mo ng value. Again, ang sosolve muna natin is for 35. And then you will be solving for 30. Okay. Okay, so we have here values, ano, ayan, so 366H1 from Kayla to. Okay, so, ayan, tama naman. Okay, so yung 7, yung 8, wala naman, hindi na naman natin siya need kuhanin. Ano, pero yung 7, we needed to get H7 kasi may kailangan pa tayong isang value at stake point 7. So H7 is the result of mixing process at junction. So we let M1 as mass of vapor leaving the flash tank, and then yung M2 naman is mass of vapor leaving evaporator. So baka malito kayo kasi sabi ko kanina, liquid siya, ano, pero as you can see, pag dumaan na siya ng evaporator, vapor na siya. Tapos yun yung sinasabi na M2 dito. Ano, which is equal to M2, which is liquid na leaving ng flash tank. So same lang siya. Okay? So for us to get the value of M1, ano, you're going to compute for M2 first. Kasi yung M2 natin, yun yung nasa refrigerating effect for 100 ton of refrigeration capacity. So, ayun, if you're going to compute M2, ayun, kailangan natin yung ating heat added, which is yung QA natin at 100 ton, which is equivalent to M2 times H5 minus H4. So if you're going to substitute the values, ano, dito sa 271, H4 siya. Ano, so, replace nyo na lang to ng 275 and then, yan, pare-compute na lang kung anong value. Ang value na makukuha nyo dyan is 0.2968. Tama naman na yung value na to. Pero ito kasi ay 275. Ano, 275 to. Malinaw ba? Kasi again, yung 27, yan, yung mga na-values na nandito is 430 degrees Celsius. Pero kasama na naman siya sa problem set 1 na i-resolve ninyo with different condensing temperature. So, ito muna yung A. Solve natin for 35. Okay? So, same process that there is IOP, ano, with the use of flash tank. Okay? So, malinaw ba tayo dito sa M2? Pataas naman ako ng kamay kung clear tayo dito. Ayun. So, after getting the value of M2, we should get the value of M1 kasi yun yung inahanap sa atin. So, ang tanong sa atin is the mass flow rate of refrigerant vapor leaving the flash tank. So, M1 yung gagamitin natin. So, if dito tayo unang kumuha, so, magkakaroon tayo ng energy balance at junction na to. Okay? So, M2 may value tayo. H5, M1 yung hinahanap natin. So, dito H7, wala tayong H7. So, in that case, saan tayo mag-energy balance? Saan tayo mag-energy balance? So, pag ganito, nakulang pa yung value, maghahanap ka ng iba kung saan ka pwede mag-energy balance. So, in this case, pwede kayo mag-energy balance dito sa flash tank. So, in this case kasi meron tayong M1, M2, ay M1 yung hinahanap natin, tapos meron tayong M2, meron tayong H2, meron tayong H6, M1 yung hinahanap, and then dito meron tayong H3 and M2. So, M1 lang yung nawawala kapag nag-energy balance tayo sa flash tank. So, yun. Mag-energy balance muna kayo sa flash tank and get the value of M1. Okay? So, going in to the flash tank, we have M1 plus M2 times H2 is equal to M1 plus H6 plus M2 times H3. So, again, dapat maalam na kayong mag-energy balance. Okay? Okay. So, again, I'll give you 3 minutes to solve M1. Okay. Anong nakuha niyong value for M1? Na-recompute niyo ba? Na-compute niyo?
Nagko-compute po pong
Okay. So, bale, ito yung gagamitin nyo. Ano? So, in the flash tap, the energy balance equation is ito. Yan. 0.24109. So, that is correct. Ano, yun yung M1 natin. And now, since meron na kayong value ng M1, pwede na kayong mag-energy balance dito sa junction. Ano? So, dito naman sa junction, ito yung gagamitin ninyo para makuha nyo naman ang H7. So, inlet or energy in is equal to energy out. So, M2 times H5 plus M1 plus H6 times H6 is equal to M1 plus M2 times H7. So, with the use of value of M1 and M2, makukuha nyo yung value ng H7. Tapos, compute na lang ako ng H7. So, if you computed the value of, yan, H7 will be equal to 1462 and then yung M1 natin, yung nakuha ninyo, which is 0.0241. Okay? Pero, thumbs up muna kung nakuha nyo din yung 1462 or pataas ako ng kamay kung nakuha nyo din yung 1462 before tayo mag-proceed. Okay. Nakuha nyo ba yung 1462 na H7? Napalabas ba? Pataas naman ako ng kamay dun sa nakakuha. How about yung iba? Nagre-recompute din ba yung iba? Okay, so take note, kailangan yung sundan tong lecture na to kasi iba to dun sa, nandun sa PowerPoint mismo. Baka malito kayo, ano. Itong H3 na to, ano, so ito ay 275, okay? So wag malilito, 275, hindi ko lang nabago. Ayan. Sa dyan sa value na, hindi itama. Yun yung H3 and H4 at 760, 275 yan. Ang ginamit nyo ba dito sa H2 ay 275 sa pag-compute? So, pag ginamit nyo to, ang M1 ay ito yung lalabas, 0.241. Okay, that is correct. Tapos yung H7 man is itong 1462. Okay, so since nakuha na natin yung letter A and B, ano, we'll proceed with the computation of the work. Ano, so, ayan. So, yung mass natin, total is 0.3209. So, ang tinutal natin dito is itong 0.2968, ano, plus 0.0241, ang makukuha natin is 0.3209. Okay? Iba din to. So, makukuha natin is 0.3209. So, yan. At state point 7, since ang gagamitin natin sa pagkuha ng work is yung formula, ano, for polytropic process, ano nga yung formula natin for polytropic process, kaya hindi na natin kukunin yung H8. Kasi ang gagamitin na natin sa pagkuha ng work ay yung n over n minus 1 times P7, V7 multiplied by the quantity P8 over P7 raised to n minus 1 over n minus 1. So, yun yung gagamitin natin. Ano? So, before natin yon gamitin, kailangan natin ng value ng volume at state point 7. Okay? Kasi kailangan natin ng V7 para makuha natin ito. So, para makuha, you can use the chart. Kasi meron na tayong dalawang property. So, ano yung property natin? State point 7. So, enthalpy na nakuha natin, which is 1462.8394. And then yung P7, which is pressure at evaporating temperature at 0, which is 430.43. So, based dito sa dalawang property na to, meron tayong intersection na makukuha dun sa chart. You have to try this, to get the volume. So, alin yung volume natin? So, yung volume natin is yung curve. So, sang banda, yung pressure natin, yun yung tinitingnan natin sa right, ng chart. Again, yun yung nasa right. Yung nasa left side, yung kabila ng pressure, yun yung volume. So, doon yung titingnan kung saan papatak yung enthalpy na 1462 at saka yung pressure natin na 430.43. Okay? So, I will give you 5 minutes to plot this and then give me the value for V7. Okay? Pataas naman ako ng kamay kung clear tayo sa instruction. Ayun. Tapos mamaya ko din ipapakita yung chart na kasama dito sa lecture natin kung tama yung nakuha nyo na value. So again, ang ipa-plot ninyo is enthalpy at saka pressure. Tapos, sa halip na pressure, dun sa kabila, nandun yung volume. So yung line para sa volume, yun yung pa-curve. Okay, anong nakuha ninyo na volume? Hello? Pakinig ba ako? Okay, anong nakuha niyong volume? So, bali dito sa volume, ang ating, ayan, tama naman. Pero, hindi, pero yung ating um, tolerance dito is plus 0.002 minus 0.002. So, plus minus 0.02 yung tolerance natin. Kasi pag sobrang bumaba na siya, nag-iiba na talaga yung value niya. So, ang tamang value dito ay, yan, 0.285. Okay? So, malapit naman yung 2.9, pero hindi pa rin sila pasok doon sa tolerance. Tsaka yung 0.28. Nasa pagitan siya. Yung tolerance natin is plus minus 0.02. So, kung mapapansin ninyo, ito yung ating chart. Balikan lang natin. So, ito yung chart natin. So, andito ito yung 1462. Tapos, ito yung 430. So, ang line ng ating, ng ating volume ay ito. So, ito yung line ng volume natin, which is between 0.3 at saka 0.2. O kaya naman 0.3 at saka 0.25. So, mapapansin nyo, hindi, ayan. So, kung maglalagay kayo ng interval dyan, 0.285 pa siya. So medyo malayo yung value niya for 2829 kasi yung tolerance natin na gagamitin ay 0.002 plus minus. Okay, clear ba tayo doon? Agree ba kayo na 0.285? Pataas naman ako ng kamay kung agree kayo doon. Ayun, kasi kung mapapansin nyo, sobrang kagaya ng sa entropy natin, yung kaunting niya lang, malaki na yung discrepancy. 5, kagaya nito, 5.6 tsaka 5.7. So, gano'n din dito. So, ayun, gagamitin nyo talaga yung mga 0.5. So, gawin na lang pala natin, plus minus, 3. 3 ba? Hindi, ito talaga siya. Yun, kaya talagang ilalagay nyo mismo, yan. Okay, malinaw ba tayo doon? So, i-zoom ko ng kaunti. Ayan. So, ito yung point, di ba? Ito yung point 3. Ito yung point 5. So, kung mapapansin nyo, ayan, hindi talaga siya 9, no? Nasa 285 siya. Pero kung try nyo din na i-recompute, kung same naman yung whole value na makukuha natin, tatamaan ko pa din naman siya. So, any question? Malinaw ba tayo dito? Malinaw? So, for P8, ginagamit pa natin ngayon is 35, pero yung gagamitin nyo na dun sa problem set ninyo is 30. So, as for now, yung P8 natin is 1352.2 kPa. And then, if we substituted it to this, makukuha nating work is 51.8581. Okay? So, n over n minus 1 is 1.3 over 1.3 minus 1. Pressure at 7 natin is 430.3 multiplied by the quantity. 0.285 yung volume natin. So, take note, yung makukuha natin sa chart, ang unit niya is cubic meter per kilogram. So, you have to multiply it with the mass flow rate, which is 0.3209 kilogram per second, para maging unit ng volume natin is cubic meter per second. Malinaw ba tayo doon? And then multiplied by the pressure at 8 divided by pressure at 7, which is 1352.2 divided by 430.43 raised to 1.3 minus 1 over 1.3. So, makukuha natin na work is 51.58. Okay? And then, ang COP natin na makukuha is 6.8242. And as you can see, kung i-compute natin siya, based on the standard COP, ang standard COP ay 6.83. Hindi 0.005 yung tolerance. Ito talaga siya. 0.002. 5 ba? Sige nga, itry nyo nga i-recompute to kapag ang gamit ay 0.29. Kung anong lalabas dito. Baka naman nga, konti lang. Pero malaki yun eh. 0.0005 yun eh. Okay. So again, yung COP natin for this is, ito ay, ayan, so 3.52 times 100 divided by 51.58, 6.8240 yung makukuha natin. Yung sa standard cycle, pag kinompute nyo siya, ando dun siya, dun sa last week nating sinov, 6.83 siya. So kaya malaki yung kaya walang masyadong discrepancy kasi ito talaga is 30 degrees Celsius. Kaya yon again, malaki talaga yung effect ng pag-design ng tamang condensing temperature sa refrigerating effect natin. Or sa COP natin. Yan, malayo, no? 52.48. Kaya 0.002 lang talaga. Malaki talaga yung discrepancy sa volume. Okay? Na ba? So, do you have any question? So, pag ito, na-recompute nyo siya for 30 degrees Celsius, ang makukuha nyo ditong COPI, at saka yung work is equivalent or malapit doon sa nasa lecture. Pwedeng doon kayo magtingin ng tamang sagot. Pag na-recompute nyo siya for 30, doon siya tatama. Pero yung ibang value dito, may pagkakaiba pa din kasi ito sadya is 275, no? Pero pag yung 30, makukuha nyo yung tamang COP na mas malaki talaga siya compared with the standard cycle. So, malinaw ba tayo dito? So, we'll discuss this next week dun sa tama after ninyong masolve. Okay, pataas naman ako ng kamay kung malinaw tayo ngayon. Malinaw ba yung naging discussion natin today? Okay. And then, ito, yung problem set natin. So again, this is our first problem set. Itong problem na din na to. So ang gagawin nyo lang is instead of 35, ang gagamitin nyo dito ay 30. So you have to recompute this for 30. And then, this is your problem 2. Ito yung magiging problem 2, then 3, then 4. Okay? So this will be submitted on Saturday on online. Okay? Malinaw ba? Question, clarification.
Ano po yung problem to po?
Yung problem 1 dito, yun yung problem 2. Iiba lang yung numbering niya. So ito yung 2, ito yung 3, ito yung 4. Okay, basta yung problem set number 1 is yung sample problem natin, napapalitan niya ng condensing temperature, magiging 30 degrees Celsius siya. Okay, so since we still have time today, pwede nyong simulan muna yung problem number 1, tapos ituloy na lang sa mga extra na time na meron kayo this week. So again, submission is before our time next week. Malinaw ba?
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay, any question? Clarification?
Wala na naman.
Okay. So if wala nang tanong, goodbye everyone, and hindi pa pala tayo face-to-face sa Saturday. So see you on our online class. Pero yung online class natin next week is for design project naman, and then yung discussion natin will be on our face-to-face meeting. Malinaw ba tayo doon? So gawin ko na lang pala na itong problem na to is after yung 4 p.m. ng Saturday. Para magamit yun din yung time natin for design project or dito. So, ayun. Any question? Okay, so gagawin ko na lang ito for anytime on Saturday. So if wala nang tanong, goodbye everyone and see you on Sunday. Okay? If meron kayong tanong sa GC na lang.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you po.
Oo, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.